Hey guys, how's it going? Scott Devine here from scottsbasslessons.com. If you haven't checked out scottsbasslessons.com out yet, there's a link below this video that you can go to, and there you will find nearly 100, if not over 100 now, I'm not sure, HD video lessons ranging from beginner to intermediate right through to advanced. Turn your brain into pumpkin juice because it was Halloween a few days ago. Today I'm going to be talking about how to use study pieces within your practice time to really get your technique together and get your timing together as well. We're going to talk about that at the end of this lesson. But first of all, what is a study piece? Well, a study piece is something that's used in classical music, and it's what musicians use within the classical, what would you call it? The classical arena, we'll call it. They use it for building their technique. It's something that they'll study over an extended period of time, and a lot of the time these pieces have been written for a particular technique. For instance, something like a tremolo or string skipping thing, or whatever it may be. A lot of the time the actual piece is written for a particular technical exercise. What's unfortunate for us is in the world of bassdom, that doesn't really exist. There is no study pieces, and that's probably because, you know, the world of bassdom really has only been around sort of like 50-60 years or something like that. So we haven't caught up yet. I'm sure in another 50 years we'll have lots of study pieces. Hopefully we will. Maybe I should write some. Anyway, what I like to get my students to use as study pieces are jazz standard heads, or bop heads, bebop heads. I really like, or bebop tunes. If you hear the word head sometimes, if somebody says, oh, let's play the head, it just means let's play the tune. So I really like to use bebop tunes for my students to study, and it's good because you kind of have to get over the entire fingerboard to play these things, and normally they're quite fast, and there's, you know, it's hard playing something that wasn't originally written for bass or guitar on a bass and guitar. Normally bebop heads are written for trumpet or saxophone or whatever, you know, something like that. And the head or the tune that we'll be working on today is a tune called Donna Lee. Now, this was written by Charlie Parker, the famous alto saxophone player, but it was made famous for bass players because the bass player Jaco Pastorius, who, if you haven't heard of, after this video, after you've checked out my website, Scott's Bass Lessons, go check out Jaco Pastorius, because he, on his first solo album, he played Donna Lee, and, you know, it was frightening. Everybody was blown away, and it's gone down in history as sort of like a seminal piece that he played. So check that out after this video. So when you're looking for a study piece, and hopefully you'll use this one because it's a great one, Donna Lee. First of all, I should mention that the notation and the tablature are available on my website, and that means all the specific fingering I use, all that kind of thing, the tab and the notation are available on my website. So, Donna Lee, what does it sound like? Well, this is what it sounds like. I'll play it up to speed, and then I'm going to break it down, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm breaking it down. Okay, so this is up to speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's the first half, and that's the half that we're going to learn today. Or we're going to work on, should I say. I'm not going to take you through the exact fingering and things like that, because we will be here all week or all month. How do I approach something like this, and how do I tell my students to approach it? What I do is I get them to break it down. You need to break it down to be able to learn something like this. You can't just go at it like a bull in a china shop. You need to break it down into small, bite-sized sections and phrases. Then once you've mastered that phrase, then you move on to the next phrase. And this is what a lot of classical musicians do. They don't just open the piece of music and then just go for it. Classical musicians, they'll take it bar by bar sometimes. Sometimes the piece will be eight A4 sheets long. They take it bar by bar, working on each specific thing, making sure their technique is really clean and the music's coming out correctly. There's no point, doing this kind of thing. It just sounds like crap. You need to take each specific phrase and learn that and work your technique into it so it sounds great. Then you move on to the next phrase. So what do I mean by phrases? Well, you'll be able to hear them when I play. Once I show you, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's a phrase. Okay, so the first phrase is here. Then there's a natural pause. Okay. The next one. Hear how it's two different phrases that. Again. So that's the first two phrases that you should work on with this piece. Then the next phrase. I would say that's one phrase there. And then. So there's two phrases there as well. Next phrase. Yeah? Next phrase. Can you hear how there's the different phrases there? And that's how you need to learn something like this. You can't just blast at it, The only reason I've got it this clean, how you can hear every single note, is because I've taken single phrases and worked on them. Again, first phrase. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Eighth. Ninth. And there we are, halfway through the piece. So I'm going to play that really slowly first, and then we'll take it up to speed, and then I'm going to show you some great metronome exercises to use with stuff like this. Okay, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a little bit up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now maybe a bit up from that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there, the phrases weren't so good. I was kind of on the edge. I need to strip back maybe, come back a little bit in my tempo and work on that. And then after a week or so, I'll be able to nail it at that tempo. So even I do this. I strip everything back. So once you've got your technique down, you can play each phrase really well and cleanly. There's some great metronome exercises you can also try out as well. Just to stop you kind of speeding up where you know it and then slowing down when you don't and speeding up. Everybody does it, don't worry about it. So get the metronome on. We're going to put it on 160. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Trying to play it really cleanly. Now there, I'm just trying to play it really cleanly. After you can do it at that tempo, 160 BPM, cleanly, okay, with the click on every beat of the bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, then I want you to half it. So it's on 80 BPM now, and instead of it being on 1 and 3, we're going to put it on 2 and 4, okay? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now once you can do that, it's time to half it again. We're on 80 at the minute. Let's try 40. Now at the minute I want that click to be on beat 1, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's put it on the 2, okay? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now let's put it on the 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And finally, we're going to put it on the 4. 4, 4, 1. I'm stuck on the 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, So there you have it. There's some fantastic metronome exercises to use with study pieces. Hopefully you've enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget, go to Scott's Bass Lessons, check all my stuff out. I'm really, really positive you're going to enjoy it. And don't forget that all the metronome tempos, you can get the MP3s right under the video, this video on my website. Take it easy and get in the shed.
Thank you.